All right, so we're back for what I believe is turn 8
Of the investigator phase.
of the investigator phase. As we can see, we left off. Sister Mary was fighting this slug thing she summoned. I am in the bathroom. We're going to let Sister Mary go first, because I don't think... There's nothing that says we have to go in the same order every time. Yeah, it says right here, under investigator phase, the investigators can take turns in the order of their choice. So we're going to have Sister Mary go first. If Sister Mary can defeat the slug thing, I think, I'll be okay investigating. If she doesn't, then I'm going to come screaming out of the bathroom swinging my crowbar. So Sister Mary going to try to bash it with...
Yes. She's going to attack it with the Holy Fire Extinguisher of Antioch.
Call up our monster drawer. Call up our monster. Attack with a heavy weapon. You search the creature's form for a soft or vulnerable part that could be particularly weak to the crushing weight of your weapon. Make an observation difficulty 2 check.
Isn't the whole entire thing soft and vulnerable? It's like a sug thing. Alright, so observation, I have 3. And I get a 1. But this is a new round.
Right.
So my lucky
She got 1 success and 2 clue tokens. 2 clue symbols.
Search or whatever. So I am going to use my lucky cigarette case to turn one of those searches into a success.
Oh, you can only do 1?
Yeah, and.
Okay.
And search into a success.
If you pass, you bring your weapon to bear on what appears to be a previous injury. The monster suffers damage equal to the weapon damage plus your test result.
So the weapon damage is 2, and then my successes
3, 4.
were 2.
If you spend 1 clue token, you can make it 5 and just kill it.
Absolutely.
So she's spending a clue token to turn the other clue symbol to a success as well. So she's got 3 successes, and the damage on the fire extinguisher is 2, so she does 5 damage. We'll get rid of the crawling one, and that is Sister Mary's first action. It only took Sister Mary 1 action, and I thought I was going to be the bruiser of the game.
She's on a murderous rampage, so you'll get rid of the crawling.
I hadn't counted on a murderous nun with a fire extinguisher.
That would be my weapon of choice, apparently. Alright, so she is going to explore this next room.
Alright. So we'll go back to the app. A wood plaque marked library is fastened to the center of the door. The door creaks on its hinges as you push it open to reveal the library. Bookshelves line the walls. Discard this explore token and place the library tile and a wall as indicated.
So the library sits like that.
And then we're going to put a wall token up there. Because if you look, we'll go back to the table real quick. We'll see that there's normally a door, but they want us to place a wall token there so that it's a sealed off room. Go back to the app. Continue. A pile of research materials that have been recently used sits on a small wooden desk. Place a search token as indicated. A robed figure is pushing a bookshelf back into place. Place a search token as indicated. The robed figure draws out a strange idol and begins chanting. Before your very eyes, a terrifying creature appears out of thin air. The cult members speak some words to it in a strange language, but the creature turns on him, tearing him to pieces before your eyes. Spawn a Byakhee in the library as indicated, then suffer 2 horror. A willpower check negates.
So I roll 5 dice for my willpower.
Ooh. She got a success, 3 clue icons, and a failure. So she's going to spend 1 of her clue tokens to turn the clue icon into a success. So she negates both the horror. you may move one space into this explored area. And if we look at the board, well, given that she's a psycho nun with a head bashing fetish, she's just going to go windmilling in there with her. But it's up to you.
Sure.
And that was your second action. Because your first action was killing Slug Monster, right? Or was that last turn?
Actually,
No, that was this turn, because I didn't go yet.
Alright, I killed the Slug Monster, and then I explored.
Right.
Which opened up this whole new room, but I can't move.
Well, you can. You can move one, because the thing said you can move one space into the...
Alright, so then I am there.
Alright. Well, I wouldn't be able to get there and attack this turn anyway. So I'm going to explore this clue token. In the bathroom. A wooden cabinet sits against the bathroom wall. The drawer, you try the drawer, but the warped wood has left it stuck shut. Make a strength check. I have a strength 5, so... Oh. 2 and 2 friggin... Are 1, 2 search, 2 clue icons, and 2 failures. I'm going to count on 1 being enough. I think you only... I mean, it's just a stuck drawer. I'm going to stick with my 1 and keep my clue tokens. With a powerful tug, you open the drawer. Inside, you find an item that looks like it has been sitting there for quite some time. Gain the magnifying glass common item, then discard this search token. I sometimes wonder if the more successes you have, the better the items you find. But I have no way of knowing if that's true or not. So with the magnifying glass, well, obviously, I can roll 1 additional die when resolving an observation test. Because I have a magnifying glass. So that was my first action. For my second action, I will move 1, 2. And hopefully be in a place to help Sister Mary next turn against the Byakhee. So now we will go to the Mythos phase. A patch of deadly cold air blows around Sister Mary, stealing her breath and cracking her joints. Sister Mary suffers 2 damage, strength negates, then she flips to horror face up. Which is we already know is gonna cause her to suffer another damage.
Right. So she has a 3 strength.
Oh.
No successes.
I would spend 2 clue tokens.
She will, no, because that's not this round, it's the Mythos phase, so I can't use my lucky cigarette case.
I didn't say use your lucky cigarette case.
No, I was asking if I could.
Oh, what does it say?
It says once per round.
Yeah, the Mythos phase is part of a round.
Okay.
A round is, just so everybody, so this is a good part to clarify, I should have done this 8 episodes ago. A round is made up of 2 phases, an investigator phase and a Mythos phase. So you can use something that says once per round in either of those phases. So she can use her cigarette case to turn 1 clue token into a success.
But then I will not have it for the investigator phase.
No, because that's a new phase.
Oh, okay.
This is the end of a round. The Mythos phase ends... Investigator phase begins a round. Mythos phase ends a round.
Okay.
So she can spend her cigarette case now for 1, and then spend 1 for 2.
Okay.
So she's going to pass.
And then I will still flip over to horror. 1 with no effect because it's the minor shock. 1 is panic, so I suffer an additional face down damage, and then flip the card back over.
And Sister Mary's starting to get into the danger zone. She's up to 4 of her 6 health. So we're going to want to think about healing her. Sister Mary's had it rough in the house. Uh-oh. A robed figure appears from the side door and begins searching around. Upon seeing signs of other people, the figure yells, "There's someone here!" You hear a muffled response from the other part of the estate. "Get rid of them! Spawn a witch, as indicated." The robed figure sneaks into the dining room and comes face to face with Eugene. The butler yells in fright and flees into the entryway. Move Eugene as indicated. Oh, now the Byakhee. The Byakhee moves 3 spaces towards the investigator within range with the highest observation. -4.
-3.
So it's going to actually leave Sister Mary and come at me, which is kind of good. Because I've only suffered 1 damage, and I have a total of 9. So the Byakhee moves 3 spaces towards the investigator within range with the highest observation. Then it attacks that investigator. The monster attacks. The creature pins you to the ground, jabbing with its various appendages. Make a Strength 2 check. So I have a Strength 5. And I get to roll +1 dice because I have the Elder Ward. Roll 1 additional die while a monster is attacking you. So I'm going to roll 6 dice, and I only need 2 successes. So my first 5 dice, I got a failure, 3 search icons, and a success, and my 6th die is a success, so I pass. If you pass, you hurl the thing off and climb back to your feet. If I had failed, it stabs you with its venomous stinger, suffer 1 damage, and become dazed. The witch moves up to 2 spaces to be within range of as many investigators as possible. We're going to go back to the table so we can show you the moving here. So the witch is going to move 2 spaces, 2, and it's not within range of anybody. She can't see anybody except Eugene, and I don't think he counts. So cannot move to be within range. The witch moves 2 spaces towards the nearest investigator. So now she moves, we'll go back to the table to show you the movement. She's going to move 2 spaces towards the nearest investigator, which is me. Each investigator must resolve a horror check against the monster within range with the highest horror rating. Alright, so now we have multiple monsters on the field. The good thing, Sister Mary is protected by a door. She apparently just shut it and said, yeah, I'll talk to you later. For me, for Michael McGlenn, however, I've got the Byakhee that has 3 horror, and the witch, which has 2 horror. So I'm going to resolve a horror check against the Byakhee. So we're going to come in here, click on the Byakhee, resolve a horror check, confirm. In an idle moment, the creature runs a talon into a crack in its carapace, peeling back its outermost layer to reveal the pulsating flesh beneath. Make a willpower 2 check. So my willpower is 4. And I don't think this counts as attack, so I don't think my Elder Ward would protect me here. Oh. So what's the penalty if I fail? You find yourself captured by the raw, moist, bloody mess. Flip 1 horror face up and suffer 1 face down. I am going to spend my focused, because I got 2 failures and 2 clue tokens, 2 clue icons. I'm going to spend my focus to convert those 2 clue icons into successes.
I also have my once per round another investigator within oh, you're not within range though because of the door?
Right.
Never mind.
Yeah, just in this game, range is synonymous with line of sight. Line of sight is part of range. If we go to the rules reference manual and look up range, range cannot be counted through walls or doors unless an effect specifically allows for it. So Sister Mary cannot use her ability on me, but that's okay because I have focus. So I'm going to pass. You look away and maintain your composure. Alright. And that's it. We are going to move on to the next investigator phase on the next video.